about negotiations, right? Politics.
And we're out of time. So you.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose, such as criticism, commenting, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey, y'all, gravity, any day above ground, live it. I hope you are having a fantastic start to your Tuesday. And it's a great Tuesday because today is the debate. We are T-minus 12 hours away. And it's what I'm predicting, it's going to be fun. But I said, let me bring to the family some events, we'll call them, that Donald Trump spoke at, so we can get a little bit of context to how he's thinking before this debate. Now, we've played Command Me already on other shows, but we said, let's play Trump. Let's see what he's talking about. And of course, he ain't hitting on shit, but you know, we'll let you be the judge of that. But before we begin, let's see who's in the building. Reparations Nation, hello. Kara Clark, hello. Jerry Bedford, hello. Kelvin Black, hello. Shamika Gray, hello. FBA Queen, hello. Miss Nisi, hello. And for those who haven't said anything in the live chat or the comments, good morning and hello. So we're just going to get right into it. No transition this morning because we got a lot to get through, and each one of these is about an hour. So this might be a long live. So let's begin. By the way, whoever streamed this, it was horrible. So forgive me.
Thank you very much. We taped earlier today from an airplane hangar in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now, by the way, we followed all the rules and recommendations of the county in which we're doing this so as to have as many people as they recommended. Small crowd, but an enthusiastic group of people. Obviously, because of all that we've been dealing with COVID-19, we had a lot of ground to cover tonight. Watch this. Thank you, Mr. President. Thanks for joining us. We're going to take some audience questions throughout the hour.
Hold on, this might be the wrong one. Wait a minute. What was the date on it? Yeah, this is the wrong one. My fault. I thought that was the right one. Because I don't know what the hell that person was recording on. No, that's from last year. Where the hell is it? Jesus. All right, we'll do this then. While I go look for that one, we're going to play the recent one he did. That's what we'll do. Now, where the hell is it? Is it this one? No, that's mine. I knew I should have checked that video before I played it. Where the hell is it? What's the name sent it to me? this morning. Well, last night. Shout out to Goddess M for this. There we go. There we go.
All right. We were waiting for former President Trump to arrive here over at the Economic Club of New York. You're taking a live look, and it does appear that he is going to start speaking. So let's pop up the audio.
He actually told me you could speak for an hour. 30 minutes. He didn't like the way I looked, I guess. But we do have a lot to say, and I want to thank you, Bob. I also want to thank friends and respected business leaders for welcoming me back to the historic New York Economic Club. Storied indeed. A very special thanks to Barbara Van Allen. Barbara, thank you very much. And former director of the National Economic Council, Larry Kudlow. What a job he's done. What a job he's done. Former chair of the Council of Economic Advisors, Kevin Hassett. Ambassador Robert Lighthizer, terrific person. Former Secretary Wilbur Ross. Former Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. Senior Advisor Stephen Miller. My friends and respected business leaders all, John Paulson, Jamie Dimon, Steve Witkoff, Steve Schwarzman, Scott Bessent, Jeff Sprecher, Richard Kurtz, former head of the World Bank, David Malpass, and the two co-chairs of my presidential transition team that are being inundated with phone calls and requests, Linda McMahon and Howard Lutnick. Thank you. Thank you very much. As we gather today, we have an economic disaster on our hands. We have an economy in crisis, a failing nation, a nation in serious decline under the radical policies of my former opponent, Joe Biden, and my new opponent, Kamala Harris. 1.3 million workers have become unemployed in the past 12 months. I don't know if anybody knows that. The typical American family has lost over $28,000 due to rampant and record-setting inflation. Credit card debt has reached the highest in history, with more than 1 in 3 Americans reporting they have maxed out their credit cards. They've maxed out.
Well, I mean, that sucks. Better than money management, but you're a businessman. You should have taught people that, but you know. You were so worried about woke. Can we just say it in unison? Maybe woke is credit card debt is woke. Maybe if we say that enough, maybe him and MAGA will be stupid enough to say, you know what? Credit card debt is kind of woke. Hey, President Trump, maybe you should eliminate credit card debt.
Families now need to earn an estimated $110,000 a year to afford a typical home, meaning 65% of households are locked out of buying just an ordinary house.
Until BlackRock steps in.
Gasoline prices, grocery prices, electricity prices, mortgage rates, and virtually everything else are up 30 to 100% since I left office. 8.4 million Americans are now working second jobs, the highest in more than 30 years. The real wages of African American workers are down by over 6% in a short period of time. The real incomes from Hispanic men are down 6.6%, or $3,600 per year. And on top of that, African Americans and Hispanic American jobs are under massive threat from the invasion taking place at our border. They're taking the jobs of Hispanic Americans, African Americans, and nobody talks about it.
Now he playing brown and black coalition. Okay. All right. You had an opportunity 8 years ago to stop that and you didn't do it. You have all this power allegedly with these Republicans and you didn't have them set black people up. It didn't have to be immediate. It could have been delayed, but you didn't do it because you don't give a fuck. You just look at us as a way to fracture Democrat vote so you can gain in the popular vote and have a chance to win the presidency again. But you ain't hitting on shit. But okay, we're gonna let you talk, sir, because you're gonna say something in the next 10 minutes that I think everybody, well, 13 minutes that everybody in the room should listen to.
But I won't let it happen. Yet after presiding over the border, the worst in history for any country, there's never been a border like this. 21 million people, we project. This total economic catastrophe, the borders are. Kamala Harris has now been slotted in by the Democrats to be reelected. She wants 4 more years to enforce a radical left agenda that poses a fundamental threat to the prosperity of every American family and America itself. And we're talking about America itself. She wants to defund the police, have totally open borders, ban fracking in Pennsylvania and everywhere else, take away your private health insurance, and perhaps most pertinent to the very brilliant people in this room, raise your business and corporate taxes, and unbelievably, she will seek a tax on unrealized capital gains. Most people don't even know what that means. What does it mean? She has been after all of this for
way to just leave people who don't know what unrealized capital gains are. They still don't know. I thought you were going to explain it. Oh my God. It's basically money that you think you're not gonna, I guess the best way to say it for a layman is they look at your business and they say, oh, you're probably going to make an extra $100. We're going to tax it. So basically, if you make money, they can assume how much you're going to make and say, fuck it. We're going to inflate the price and then tax you on the inflation. So, crypto bros, where y'all at? I know y'all in the room. Shout out to the crypto bros. Crypto bros, she coming after you, crypto. Hey, y'all still want to vote for her? I get it. I get it. I get it. You want to be with Trump. Trump wants to get in bed with you because he wants to make your industry government. But yeah, he y'all gonna let Command Me touch your crypto? Good. Kara Clark, you make a very good point. What's the stopper from taxing you on your child support payments? Command Me is a feminist. Jesus Christ. Let me sip on this water, boy. Oh, man. You got property taxes. She gonna tax you on property taxes. Don't let the thing where she said over $100 million. That's a damn lie. That's just to get the quote unquote middle class to go with her. And then in 18 months, when you got to go pay your property tax and you realize it probably jumped about 30% and you don't know because they didn't tell you, or if you have an accountant, he's going or she's going to tell you, or it, because we don't discriminate here. then you're gonna look up here and say, this is what I voted for. And you know what I'm gonna tell you? Live with your vote. Because you don't listen. Hey, Jamaican restaurants. How much y'all make a year? Y'all finna get taxed on it. Some Jamaican. That's what you get.
Years, and as everyone knows, she's a Marxist who destroyed almost single-handedly San Francisco. And
how the hell did she destroy San Francisco, sir? I hate the critter, but we ain't gonna lie on her. That was London Breed. That was that disgraced DA. She was in Washington when San Francisco went to hell. What do you mean? All right. I mean, I guess by proxy, since she was the senator, I guess. But you're not just going to blame California Democrats and the California Republicans and the California Independents for letting that happen. Okay. All right. It's Kamami's fault. Hey, new hashtag, according to MAGA and Trump, blame black women.
When she was the AG.
By the way, she's not black, but you know what I mean.
Itself, not the same place. People are leaving. They're fleeing like they are in New York. She'll seek out and she will try and get those things if she's elected, and she may very well succeed in getting them. She recently said her values have not changed, and these have really been her values for her entire career. Her values haven't changed. That's what she wants. So she told the truth. We're not going to let this happen. Communism is the past. Freedom is the future. And it is time to send Comrade Kamala Harris back home to California.
She's not going back to California. She's going to live in D.C. off taxpayer money because she's vice president. We're going to have to fund her security for the rest of our lives. And her life. So, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if her and Doug, if they lose, they move to fucking Florida or fucking Atlanta. God, if she comes down here, Lord. Nasty work. But she ain't going back to California. I know that for sure.
Where crime is rampant and fleeing is the #1 occupation. I'm here today to lay out my plan to rescue our country from this nightmare and to bring back to its citizens the American dream, bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. 8 years ago, I came before you as a candidate for president and shared my vision to end the stagnation and return to rapid growth. That's what we did. As president, I am very proud to say that we accomplished something that nobody thought that was even possible. Before the pandemic, real median household income rose by $7,684. And even after the pandemic, annual incomes were up $6,400. The average American household saw a $197,000 increase in real net worth in 48 months.
Where the hell's my $197,000? I know we were middle class, but goddamn, where was this? Did y'all see $197,000 increase in net worth? Jesus Christ! If I had got that, what? You all right, bro? I'd be happy as hell. You know what I could do with a net worth of almost 200 and what was my net worth in 2019? I think it was like around 40 something. No, 2020. I'm sorry, because I paid off all the debt. So it was around like 40 something. You know what I could have done with almost $250,000? You know what I could have done? The fuck? Where is this money? Mo Williams, hello. It's been a while. There's no way Trump is, if he wins, he's going to get 3 more judges on the Supreme Court. That'd have to go through Congress. That ain't going to happen. The Republicans would have to have a supermajority. That's not happening. But what will happen is that biblical crime bill. That is what's going to happen. Exactly. With the honey sauce. The honey sauce all day. Looking like Scrooge McDuck.
For the bottom 50% of households, average wealth more than doubled, increasing by 121%.
Where is this
lowest
money?
income people benefited the most.
Who is eating?
After 12 years of decline, we added nearly 7 million new homeowners. Never happened before. And in 3 years, we created 7 million new jobs, 260% more than projected. When I took office, they said you couldn't hit those projections. And we were 260% higher than what we said we could do. From the day I won to the day I left, the S&P 500.
Don't you mean the day you lost and you had to leave the White House? I like how he skipped. He lost. All right, sir. Even you admitted it, sir. You lost. Sorry if you had on earbuds.
100 increased by 80%, and we did it all with virtually no inflation. We had virtually no inflation. Think of that. Who could believe that? I delivered the largest tax cuts and reform in American history by far, slashing rates for working families and cutting the business tax from the highest in the world. We had the highest in the world, 35%. And actually, when you add local and state numbers that were getting close to 50, but much, much higher, nobody's ever seen. We brought it all the way down to 21%, which everybody said was impossible to do. And I heard it from everyone. They said, you'll never be able to do that. And I got it down to 21%. I cut a record number of job-killing regulations. In 4 years, we cut more regulation than any president in the history of our country by far. I'm proud to be the only president in modern history to achieve a net regulatory reduction during my term. And it was a substantial reduction. And for every regulation we added, we cut more than 5.5 regulations. We unleashed American energy, and within 3 years, we had increased domestic oil production by 47%, and we were just getting started. The price of gasoline was $1.87 a gallon. Doesn't that sound good right now?
What was the average, sir? What was the average?
We negotiated and renegotiated more than 50 trade agreements with other countries that were taking advantage of us, as they all do, to protect the American worker and to open foreign markets. So we did a great job. I ended NAFTA, the worst trade deal ever made in the history of our country, and replaced it with the USMCA, perhaps the best trade deal ever made in history. That's Mexico and Canada.
Miss Nisi, now, beloved, good morning. See, you got to let him do that, though. Know why? Because if he congratulates himself, it's a good thing. Because we know he is a narcissist. But you know, the day when he got hit with that bullet, he should have congratulated himself because he would have fell over and the bullet would have missed.
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Imagine Trump congratulating himself so much that he fell over and then the bullet misses. But anyway, Jay the Informant, hello. What AI do you use for the thumbnail? I use deepai.org. Pause.
I stood up to China like no one else before me. No one came even close. And I saved the U.S. auto industry from obliteration with a 27.5% tariff on all Chinese cars. That remains in place to this day. They want to take it off, but they can't because number one, it's too much money, and number two, we would be invaded by Chinese cars on top of the other invasions that are taking place. Without it, our auto industry would be dead. And now I am going further. We will bring our automaking industry to the record levels of 37 years ago, and we'll be able to do it very quickly through tariffs and other smart use of certain things that we have that other countries don't. For 4 straight years, I fought for American workers like I would fight for my own family. I took care of our economy like I would take care of my own company. In every decision I asked, will I create jobs here or will I be sending jobs overseas? Will it make America richer and stronger?
I have a question for Trump. I wish I could talk to him, but his handlers don't want me to talk to him. Sir, are you willing? And I think the family should join me in this. Are you willing to get at Ford, one of the biggest American companies in this country? Are you willing to get at them because they bring in their luxury brand Lincoln? They import their cars instead of making it here. Are you ready to not give them any subsidies? Are you going to do that? Because I'd be for that. Because he was right. Ford is importing the Lincoln Nautilus, and I think they have plans to do 2 more lines. They're importing them from China here. I just want to see if he's able to do that. Wait a minute. Kara Clark, you don't want no vroom vroom? You don't want no VA vroom vroom? With average to below average MPG? You don't want that? You don't want an F350 so you can own the road? You can do donuts. Kara Clark don't want to be in New York with a Ford. I know it's hard to double park with a Ford when you run into the Chinese or the Jamaican restaurant. I understand. Motherfucker get mad at you. Yes, the Chinese Transformers are going to invade us. Soundwave finna sound like Jackie Chan singing. Bumblebee will be kicking like Jet Li. What was the female one? Rally. That's Michelle Yeoh. You heard what I said. And if you buy a Chinese car, from what I heard, inside the glove box, you'll get 15 recipes on how to cook pork. And since they can't do the dog meat festival anymore, just the hides now will be your car seat interior. That's right. I said it. Oh, it's RC. I was close. RC. Yeah. RC is Michelle Yeoh. Let's get it. Yes, only 15. You gotta get the special edition, then you get 30. And if you pay for the package, you get a beginner's Chinese cookery kit. You get a nice cast iron wok. You get the spatula. You get the big ladle. And you get the cover. Because, see, when y'all buy woks, sometimes you don't get the bamboo cover. So you can braised in the wok. Y'all not about that life. No, they don't do ramen noodles. They will give you the fresh noodles, but you can't have that. They won't let that be imported. But I think one of their recipes will show you how to make noodles from scratch. It's not that hard, actually. I even heard one of them brands. If you don't do it, if you undercut, you get a dose of racism. Because we all know how China likes to make fun of black people. Hey, Trump, since you love to not make sure that Chinese products come back over here, why don't you say something about China not releasing the Uyghur Muslims? I think that'd be nice. It would help you with your relations with the Middle East. I'm just saying.
Stronger, or will it make our country weaker and poorer? I always put America first every single time. And when our country was hit by the China virus,
here we go.
We saved the economy. We rescued tens of millions of jobs. And after COVID, I handed Kamala and Joe the fastest and strongest recovery ever recorded, nothing even close. With 1.4% inflation, the 30-year mortgage rate was at 2.4%, and the highest stock market in history. This is despite the pandemic. To date, I handed them back the highest stock market to date after having just suffered with the rest of the world.
Didn't she just break your record though? I'm just trying to figure something out. Didn't she just break your record? But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, go ahead, Trump. Talk about that Kung Flu, son. Go ahead. Bring that up, you dumbass. And they're gonna kill. If they bring it up tonight, you dead. You are dead, sir. Talking about I kept people from dying. Okay, motherfucker. People still died though. People still died. Because you didn't listen to folk. Sir, how old are you? You like 843. Sir, you grew up with chicken pox. What did our parents tell us? Go get chicken. If somebody, you tell them somebody at school got chicken pox, go hug that muff. Why? So you'll get it and then you'll have the immunity. So I don't have to take your ass to the doctor. That's what you should have had people do with the coffee venereal disease. You should have just let them have it. Let their body fight off the immunity. That way, if the mutations come, even when you lock down, people wouldn't have got sick and they wouldn't have to run out and go get it. You fool. Now here we are. They're starting to bring back up coffee venereal disease deletions, which is, I don't even understand why. You see how quick monkeypox went away, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all want to talk to me? Everyone wants Kung Flu coughing. Because of Trump, everyone was dropping. It was a little bit frightening. Those coughs were kicking like lightning. I'm just going to say it since nobody else wants to say it. Trump was a Karen with COVID. Fuck, I said the word. Whatever. They'll put the thing under it anyway. I don't care. He was a Karen with it. Instead of being Donald, he became Donna. And he listened to folk. That was the moment where I knew he was going to lose. You actually listen to Democrats. You actually listen to liberals. Where was this defiance? And he had a chance to redeem himself. He should have just said, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put Regeneron. We're going to put it out there. Let everybody get Regeneron. Doctors, hospitals, go put in your orders for Regeneron. I know we ain't gonna make no money on it. Put out that ivermectin. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Y'all can crucify me later. But if I'm right, hey, less people get sick. Kira, thank you for that bit of news. I did not know that. And that's disheartening.
And why should I care? Yeah!
Man, please, he can have monkeypox, he could have Wukong pox, he could have motherfucking camel pox, he could have panda pox, he could have tiger pox, lion pox. Shout out to James Earl Jones. No pox. He could have liger pox. Wait, I feel it coming. Pause. I feel it. Oh, I feel it.
You want some more?
We might have more. He can also go get that eagle pox.
You want some more?
He could get scorpion pox.
You want some more?
Spider pox. I'm sure that's probably a variant in the Marvel universe.
You want some more?
I have more. He can go get that snake pox.
You want some more?
He can get viper pox.
You want some more?
We might have more. He can go get butterfly pox, and it's just so pretty. Ain't it pretty, family?
You want some more?
Might have more. He can go get that chameleon pox, and he won't know which variant he has because that motherfucker changed colors.
You want some more?
We might have more. He can go get that gator pox, and if he get that gator pox, he fuck around and start climbing fences and trees and shit.
You want some more?
We might have more. He can go get that turkey pox. I heard it only come around November.
You want some more?
We might have more. He can go get that goose pox, and that motherfucker be just like squawking at everybody all day.
You want some more?
We might have more. He go get that flamingo pox, and he could stand on one leg.
You want some more?
Might have more. He go get that New York City pigeon pox, and the motherfucker, all he do is steal goddamn pizza crusts from people while they eating, but he better not show up in Chinatown. He fuck around and become chicken wings with fried rice.
You want some more?
Might have more. Yes, that goat pox. Thank you, Shakur Benjamin Burton. I'm sorry. He get that goat pox, but check this out. You get that goat pox, you better stay away from Jamaicans or Indians. They will curry the fuck out of them.
You want some more?
We might have more. That pig pox, word. And you know they like to eat humans, so he might be getting eaten from the inside. Pause.
You want some more?
We might have more. That platypus pox. I feel you on that platypus pox.
You want some more?
Might have more. That lamb pox. I rather like lamb chops though, and leg of lamb. I like that. I don't want him to get the lamb pox. But I see the vision. I see it.
You want some more?
I have more. That zebra pox. Oh, so he just mixed up. He got that Tom Willis pox. He got that Jenny Willis pox.
You want some more?
You out of line for that, Kelly. But good morning. That lemur pox. Ooh, are lemurs even still around?
You want some more?
You might have more. Oh shit! Here go Torian. Here you go. That motherfucker want to get into the YouTube celebrity boxing circuit. All right, I see you, Torian. Who you knocking out, sir? Let me know. The motherfucker said they're muskrat pox. So hold on. So you did you just bring up Vanderbilt High from Family Matters? Shout out to the muskrats.
You want some more?
You might have more. That mole rat. Oh my God, he went to Fallout. I really don't want to see Fauci in a post-apocalyptic. Well, they're doing 5. Maybe they'll do it in Chicago. I don't want to see Fauci in Chicago.
You want some more?
We might have more. No, we got to keep it on animals. No ninjas. Unless you mean the turtles, then yeah. That dog pox, woof woof, son.
You want some more?
Might have more. That cow pox. That should be in your milk.
You want some more?
Might have more. The hippo pox. Yo, hippos are some dicks though.
You
You want some more?
Have you seen their teeth? Somebody said it. The turtle pox. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pox.
You want some more?
Sickness on the half shell. Turtle pox.
You want some more?
The sickness on the half shell. You out of line. Now, how you gonna say toe jam pox and you don't mention Earl pox?
You want some more?
We might have more. Let's keep it on animals. That opossum pox. All right.
You want some more?
We might have more. Now, see, I'm gonna cuss somebody out just now. Wrestling Reeds. You said Wolverine pox. That motherfucker got his own healing factor. How dare you? There ain't no pox.
You want some more?
Remember, he got hit with the virus, and then he had the cure in him, and then he used it to save the future. You gotta go back and watch the X-Men cartoon. But I peeped the vision. Flea pox. Lord have mercy. Now, which flea y'all talking about? The animal or tethers?
You want some more?
We might have more. The hyena pox. Shout out to Shenzi, Benzi, and Ed.
You want some more?
I ain't gonna hold you. They might have had it in the movie. You see how Ed was looking? Shenzi just looked stressed. And Benzi was just pissed off for no reason. I think they might have had it. Oh, that cardinal pox? Oh, yeah. We know about that cardinal pox. You stay looking red.
You want some more?
We might have more. That's sloth pox. And you just hang upside down all day. All right.
You want some more?
We might have more. Keep it on animals. That fish pox. I like fish. I thought water was supposed to cure all, but I peeped the vision.
You want some more?
We might have more. Snail pox. So it just goes slow. That sucks. I think that's the worst one.
You want some more?
Might have more. Colonizer pox. You know, where'd they get it from? Swallow pox. Now that's wait a minute. Swallow pox.
Pause.
Pause.
Said pause, nigga. Mind you, LeBron is spending $2.5 million on his body.
You want some more?
That's pause. But we're gonna let it ride. Cheetah pea pox. Now, why are we just now? See, now y'all just fighting dirty. Y'all just fighting dirty now. But all right, we gonna let you have that one.
You want some more?
Might have more. That pit bull pox. So that shit never letting go.
You want some more?
Might have more. That turkey buzzard. Well, we did say turkey, but the buzzard pox, yeah. That motherfucker just be circling, waiting to eat your flesh.
You want some more?
The hammerhead pox. So it don't. So first off, you gonna just look like a T, and then your eyes just gonna be going to left and right at the same time. That's wild.
You want some more?
Somebody said the jellyfish pox, so it's just gonna be stinging you all day. All right.
You want some more?
We might have more. That woodpecker pox. Yeah, you want to do that? All right. That sounds pretty bad.
You want some more?
All right. That parada pox. Gotta get a sip of that water.
You want some more?
Might have more. That frog pox. So you just want to be jumping all day. All right.
You want some more?
Might have more. That cicada pox. Every 13 years you flare up. Shit. And you annoy people early in the morning. Man, your neighbor's gonna hate you.
You want some more?
Might have more. Oh, by the way, if you do get the cicada pox, Cosmic Fury and the rest of them Jersey people gonna shoot you.
You want some more?
Might have more. That tapeworm pox. Your intestines are gone.
You want some more?
Might have more. That's centipede pox. So 30,000 legs and you ain't doing shit all day. All right.
You want some more?
I have more. The Pink Panther pox. Fire. You know what? I'd rather take the Pink Panther pox because at least I'll be doing that two-step while he walked down the street. That's kind of fire.
You want some more?
I have more. Now, why are you going after Rebby Jackson? She ain't do nothing to you. She fired. Don't do that. That polar bear pox. Damn, you just cold all day. And you look white, bruh.
You want some more?
Oh my God. You know what the only good thing out of getting that polar bear pox? You'll be in a Coca-Cola commercial.
You want some more?
Might have more. That unicorn pox. Are you serious? Unicorn pox? So you all colorful and you got something on your head that looks like a penis. Okay.
And why should I care?
You want some more?
You might have more. That walrus pox. So you're just gonna have big cheeks and two tusks. All right.
You want some more?
That Pegasus pox. So now you're gonna have wings. Pegasus pox gives you wings. Might as well just name you tampon.
You want some more?
Or maxi pad.
You want some more?
You might have more. The centaur pox. So you want to look like Mataro in them. All right.
You want some more?
You might have more. I think. Nah, that's it. All right.
You want some more? Do you? All right. Bim, bam, boom. Somebody get this nigga out of my room. Pandemic, the likes of which nobody had ever seen before. We did an incredible job, and remember, far more people died of COVID under Biden-Harris than under President Trump. Many, many more people. We delivered an economic miracle, which Kamala and Joe turned into an economic disaster, just like they turned the border and indeed the whole world into a...
We're going to skip forward.
Communist price controls, wealth confiscation, energy annihilation, reparations, the largest tax increase ever imposed, wealth. Just a few months ago, they didn't know who she was. She's promising communist price controls, wealth confiscation, energy annihilation, reparations. You're learning about this, you'll find out nobody knew who she was. Fundamentally rejects freedom and embraces Marxism, communism, and fascism. You're learning about this, you'll find out nobody knew who she was. Just a few months ago, they didn't know who she was. She's promising communist price controls, wealth confiscation, energy annihilation, reparations. The law.
Number one, you lying bastard. She's never promised reparations. That's number one. And number two, did anybody peep what he just did? That's why I played it back about a minute to when he said reparations. Did anybody pick up on what he just did? I'm gonna wait. You know what? We'll do it for the family. I'm gonna see if somebody picked up on what he did. Somebody picked it up already. Thank you, Jay, the informant. He just lumped reparations in with communism. Scumbag Trump Was it communism when the Jewish community got theirs, including when the United States helped France facilitate the deal? Was it communism then? Was it communism when they gave the Native Americans all those treaties and money? Was it communism then? Was it communism with the Civil Liberties Act of 1988? And they started getting checks in 1990. Was it communism then? Was it communism when they gave Guam their money? Was it communism when they gave Muslims their money? Huh? But now when you talk about reparations, because it's specifically for Black Americans, those that are descended from this land, now it's communism. Jewish people get money. They even cross oceans to go get them their money, but it ain't communism then, right? It's always interesting when you let them talk. Now y'all understand why I tell y'all, I don't give a shit who you vote for. I understand why you say vote the couch. Y'all understand why I say local and state. I don't trust the Fed. Hey, scumbag Trump, let me help you. That book that you like to run around and tell everybody they need to get back to, you know, the one that you grifted off somebody else. You do know in that book, aka the slave manual, they talk about reparations in there. So unless you're about to tell me, which I don't have a problem with, you just gonna piss off a whole bunch of evangelicals. Are you about to tell us that the Bible is not only woke, but it's a communist manifesto? Are you about to do that? Because I don't mind having that discussion. I'll even platform a couple people. Y'all can argue it out. I'll just sit there and drink on his alkaline water and just laugh at all of you. The concept of reparations, according to Donald Trump, is communism. Okay. All right. Communism, the concept of the local people not having a damn thing and being subjugated. That's what reparations is. Kelly Goodman, you don't have to wonder. She's not going to do it. Again, if they gave y'all reparations, you're out of the American economy. You start your own. You build your own. All these rich bastards they have around here, ask them how much of the American economy they're in. Bet you they're not. I guarantee you a good chunk of their money is international. I showed a video a year ago. A couple in Miami, rich. They set up those credit card machines that you get at the store. All they do is take 3%. That's it. Every transaction, they take 3%. That's it. Pennies on the dollar. They're rich. That dude is international. I'm not saying y'all not getting the reparations, but I keep telling y'all got to go through Congress to get it. Do not listen to these two a-holes. They're not going to do it. They're not going to spark the conversation. Because I'm telling you this right now, if Kamala wanted to win, she would have been talking reparations the second she was given the nod to go ahead. Did she do it at the thing? Did she do it at the DNC? No, she didn't. Trump, you would have won the presidency if you would have just said, I want to sit down on my first day in office with reparationists from the black community. So your white base turns on you. So what? They never loved you anyway. You would have won. You would have had a landslide in your pocket. Don't listen to people who tell you, you shouldn't listen to polls. But as soon as a poll come out for their people, see, I told you, shut up. Polls are projections. Anything to change. We all saw the same polls. Trump was getting his ass kicked around this time. And what happened? These fuckers don't care about the issues. They care about votes. They care about Israel. That's all they care about. They don't care about the American people. They want to build the middle class so they could screw us later and pay for everything using our money. No. The middle class is great. That's just another tax haven. Go focus on Congress. Vote them all out. Start fresh. I don't want to hear no more of that. If there's something else, I'll listen to it later. If there's something else, I'll play it before the debate. But let's see. This is the town hall he did with Clanity. Let's see what he said on this.
Staying to take questions from the audience. You know, I always plan out. I do all this research to ask you questions, and you just go. But we came here also to hear from the people of Harrisburg. Before we get to the people, I want to again introduce. We introduced him last night on the show. Dave McCormick is the Republican Senate candidate from Pennsylvania.
Look at all them white people.
Give you a chance to say a couple of words.
Yes, thank you, Sean, and thank you for Mr. President for being here in the Keystone State. And Keystone State is going to decide the future of the country, put you back in the White House and a majority in the Senate. So thank you.
You better hope to God.
And, you know, Mr. President, it's a scary time in the world. Our adversaries around the world, Iran, China, Russia, North Korea, are testing us. They're challenging us. We've lost deterrence. They think America's.
Hey, stupid. Did you forget about Saudi Arabia? Because they're in bed with Iran. Did you forget about them? Did you forget about Israel? Because they're our rival, too. Maybe y'all don't want to admit this. They're not our friends. Did you forget about Egypt? Did you forget about South Africa? Did you forget about India? Did you forget about Guyana? Did you forget about Mexico? Did you forget about Canada? The UK is a rival too. France, Germany, Italy. The African continent. They're trying to jump into the AI sphere. Everybody's going to be our competition, but you want to focus on the quote unquote axis of evil 2.0. I get it. This is why we get our ass kicked from places that we don't expect it to. But go ahead, Mr. White Man. Tell us more about that white on white crime.
Weak. They think America's on retreat.
Right.
And my question to you is, on day one, when you're back in the White House, how do we restore deterrence? How do we bring strength and capability back to our military? And how do we make sure that everybody in the world knows that America is back?
So thank you, David, and good luck with the race. It's really important that you win. I hope you're going to vote. He's a great gentleman and he's a great warrior.
Everybody's a great warrior to this man.
To strengthen our country from within. And we have a lot of bad people from within, but we have to straighten it. We have to, number one, have a border like we had it 4 years ago, which was wrong, where the wrong people didn't get in. We have to have that. The other thing, we want to become, again, energy independent. We were energy independent 10 years ago. And what we really want is...
Who is going to buy our oil?
You know, I rebuilt the entire military, and we had it like nobody has ever had it before. And then this guy gave away...
Here we go. Military.
Military.
In the most
embarrassing moment in the history of our country. But we have a lot more than that. We rebuilt the military. We want to be strong.
Okay, great. Rebuild the military. How about you take care of the veterans first? Stop talking about rebuild the military.
We shouldn't have to use our military. We're going to have the greatest military in the world. Thank you, David. All right, ma'am, hi. What's your name?
My name is Deborah Williams.
Hi, Deborah. How are you?
Oh, so we're curating questions.
Oh, because of me or because of the president? I'm just guessing. No, I'm kidding.
I plead the
Oh
fifth.
my God, he's not funny. Ooh.
Good now.
Oh, thank you, David. All right, ma'am, hi. What's your name?
My name is Deborah Williams.
Hi, Deborah. How are you?
I'm good now.
Hi, Deborah. Oh, because of me or because of the president? I'm just guessing. No, I'm kidding.
I plead the fifth.
That is a big back right there. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's a big back.
Good answer.
Mr. President, I want to thank you for coming and sharing your time with us today.
Thank you, Deborah.
What could you share that you've learned during the
Why
first
is it on
time
blue
being in
paper?
the Oval Office for those who are hesitant to vote for you now?
So we need a
Where's with these
strong
softball
president. And,
questions?
I actually think we had a very stable administration, but we were hit with this weaponization. We were hit to weaponize. They've never done this before. The weaponization, all of the different Russia hoax, all of the different hoaxes, and we won every single one of them. The most important thing. And
Sir, they trying to convict you 2 days after the election. What are you talking about?
2016, I had a lot of good.
No, I'm sorry. 2 days before Thanksgiving, they trying to throw you in jail.
In some cases,
What are you talking about?
I really wanted, because I didn't know much about Washington. I was there 17 times in my whole life, and I wasn't in D.C. very much. But I got to know him, and I got to know him the hard way. And I know the good ones, the bad ones, the weak ones,
the good
smart
ones,
the dumb ones. I know them all now.
Okay.
And the key, and we had great ones. I mean, economic development, we did so well. The military, we did fantastically well. We knocked out ISIS, 100% of the ISIS caliphate. We have some great people in the military, not the ones that you see on television, but great people. But a big key to running it is get the right people. You put the right person and the right group of people at the heads of these massive agencies, you're going to have tremendous success. And I know now the people, and I know them better than anybody would know them. So thank you very much. Thank you, Deborah. Ma'am, hi. Ma'am, what's your name?
Sue Helm.
Lord have mercy.
We love you both. So
thank you.
I'm a small business owner. I'm the owner of Century 21 at the Helm Real Estate.
Good.
The 4 years of your presidency, Mr. Trump, were the best economically I have experienced in the 35 years I own this business.
Right. Until BlackRock scooped everything up. Right.
And my question is, what are your plans and policies to restore the economy so small business owners can thrive and make America great once again?
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Grandma.
Who was very spectacular, Linda McMahon, and she ran the Small Business Administration, did a phenomenal job. And that's a very important group for what we're talking about with small business. But to put it a little simpler, we're going to have low interest rates. We're going to have low taxes. We're going to give you tremendous incentive to grow and to build your business. And, you know, a lot of people have said that. They said, one person who didn't support me, he said, I must admit, I had the most successful 4 years of my life, but I'm going to vote for some. I said, and now that person came back to me. I don't want that person. I don't want that person. You know, they say you should take everybody, but that's not the way I'm built. It's one of those little problems. This person,
that's what he
was
said.
In the Republican primary, said, I had the best 4 years I've ever had under Trump, but I'm going to support this one. I said, that's the end of that, you know, when they came back. But we're going to lower interest rates. We're going to have low taxes. We're going to have tremendous incentives for small business. You know, small business is much bigger than big business in this country when you add it all up. And
are your feelings hurt?
Her words down. Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Travis Finkenbinder. I'm from Palmyra, Pennsylvania. I'd like to welcome you both here, and it's an honor to stand before you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, is it possible to correct the extensive damage the current administration has caused related to our safety and security, from the border crisis to the plethora of weapons left behind in Afghanistan?
So they hold up.
I fear for my 3 adolescent sons.
Bruh. So these ain't even spontaneous questions. Now I see why they're scared to talk to black people in the town hall. I see why. Because we seen them videos of Black people getting the mic at these city council meetings and they going off on people, and people ain't got no answer. And if they black, they turn out to be a tether. All right. I'm gonna let it run because my head hurts.
At night, what do I tell Kale, Kate, and Cole about their safety and their future of this great nation?
Well, the first thing you should do is pray.
Amen.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
They've done to our country.
Family,
and I hate to use it.
Oh my God. This fool just said, put your trust in God. Oh man, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Oh, put your trust in Trump, but the first thing to correct the problems, go to God. The Most High is got too much on his plate right now. He ain't looking to come down to the mortal plane yet. That's for the mortals, sir. You keep telling everybody. Oh God. You keep telling everybody that you're the answer. Now they gotta go to God. What if God says, I want command me for president? Then what you gonna say? God is woke? God is Russia, Russia, Russia. That's what you're going to say? God is part of the radical left. My head hurts. Pray to God.
What these stupid people, naive people, but bad people, weaponization. Again, they're after me. I got more court cases.
Sir, you just weaponized Jesus and the Most High.
Reasons. They don't want you to campaign. They want to keep you off the campaign. They want to try and take as much money as
God,
possible.
I hate conservatives and fake ones. I hate them.
The hardest problem we have.
Not all of them.
A smart president will be able to get along with Russia, China. There are a lot of reasons why. But the biggest problem we have is they've allowed 21 million people into our country. And I told you last night, I tell you tonight, it's the single biggest problem. They've poisoned our country. They're coming in from prisons. They're coming in from mental institutions. Terrorists are coming in. The criminals are coming off the streets in Caracas, Venezuela, but all over the world, not just in South America. It's the single hardest problem that we would have never had. If I were president, you wouldn't have that problem. You wouldn't have inflation. You wouldn't have Russia attacking Ukraine. You wouldn't have had October 7th with Israel. You wouldn't have had the Afghanistan disaster, which I think is the single most embarrassing day in the history of our country, where
I know this man did not just say that. Now, this was on the 5th. You said that 6 days before 9/11, which is the most embarrassing day in this country's history, because how the hell did the intelligence community not pick up that there were people about to run planes into buildings in the biggest city in the country? You said, sir, you were in the city that day it happened. I was in the city the day it happened. The entire world saw it. That remains one of the most played clips of all time, the South Tower falling. How dare you go in front of these people in a state where they had a terrorist attack and a plane drop? And you say what you just said. The man going to hell. That's all. The boy going to hell. He going to hell with 34 indictments and 34 counts. He going to hell. Go ahead, Trump. Go ahead. Tell us more about Afghanistan.
They have billions of dollars of equipment. We lost 13 great soldiers, and I celebrated.
You didn't lose almost 3,000 people. That wasn't embarrassing.
They call them their children, and they are their children. They're wonderful children. They're
Mm-hmm.
kids. I went to Arlington Cemetery with them the other day
Mm-hmm.
at their request, and Sean knows this better than anybody. And it was very tough.
Oh, there's a black person.
I don't want to say that, but it was very tough. I was in a different part of the world, frankly, and I got there, and we had a beautiful couple of hours together. First, we had a ceremony, and then we had we went down to the grave sites, and they said, "Sir, could we have a picture with my son?" In one case, it was a daughter. Could we have a picture with my daughter? We took pictures. We stayed for a long time, and then I left, and that was it. I thought it was beautiful. And those people are phenomenal, what they've done. Joe Biden and Kamala killed those children because of their incompetence. Just like
now, I will give him that. I will give him that.
Killed them. And I went home, and I thought it was a beautiful thing. I told my wife, I told a great first lady who people love. They love her. But I said, it was so sad and yet so beautiful and joyful in a sense. I mean, the people.
Joyful.
They had something that was very special. And I went there and, I had them up to Bedminster. I got to know many of them, most of them. But I get home and I get a call from one of my people. Sir, they're saying that you use this for public relations purposes. And you know what happened? It was so beautiful. Every one of those people made a video to say that Donald Trump came there. I got enough publicity. I don't need publicity. I'd like to get half the publicity. I'd be very happy. But they said that, and you saw the videos. The videos became very, very well known and famous, actually. Some beautiful statements that I went there. I got nothing out of that except to take care of people that were not taken care of by our government. And Joe Biden and Kamala should call those people and apologize, because that was the most incompetent withdrawal in the history of our country. There's never been anything. So think of it. We took the military out first. You're supposed to take the military out last. Once the military was gone, they had free shots at us. But we took the military out first, and then it began. We lost 13 soldiers. Many were horribly wounded, meaning no legs, no arms. The face was obliterated. Many, we don't even talk about those people, and we have to. We left Americans behind, and you cover that better than anybody. We left many Americans behind.
I can't mirror stuff on somebody's website.
Billions of dollars of brand new military equipment.
That's why I sped it up.
That now they are one of the largest sellers of military equipment in the world. Afghanistan, they're selling the equipment that we just walked away from. It was so incompetent, but to be with those people was a real honor, I have to tell you. And for them to go out of their way, and every one of them made a video. They said, "Sir, could you take a picture next to the grave of my son?" I said, "Of course." Could you imagine if I said, "No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." But every one of those people appreciated it, and every one of them made a tape, and they sent it out, and it became very viral, as they say nowadays. And it was a great honor for me to be there. Thank you.
And I should add, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were both invited. And this was not, you knew these families. You had met with them at Bedminster.
Yes,
you were familiar with
them. I knew them.
And they invited you. You went, and they said, "Would you take a picture?" And then you did, and then you were attacked. And then the families were furious at Kamala about it. I think this is going to be the last question. What's your name, sir?
Hi, Alistair Hackett from Spring Lake, New Jersey.
Oh, Lord. Spring Lake, New Jersey.
Thank you.
I'm a recent college graduate.
Hold on.
Concerned with the growing influence of wokeness in.
Here we go. So they sent the college student, the recent graduate from Jersey to Pennsylvania to ask him about woke. Oh, this should be good. This should be good. I'm sure he had a lot of woke punani in college.
Many of our top institutions. We saw General Milley take
furious at Kamala about it. I think
Here
this
we
is
go.
gonna be the last question. What's your name, sir?
Hi, Alistair Hackett from Spring Lake, New Jersey.
Hey, Alex.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
I'm a recent college graduate, and am concerned with the growing influence of wokeness in many of our top institutions. We saw General Milley take this to new heights under his leadership in the military. What is your plan to combat radical ideology in the military and in our corporations?
Well, first of all, Milley.
You really finna tell the corporations what to do with their business. All right.
Congress, where Milley proclaimed his wokeness, was an embarrassment to our country. And remember this, we don't have a woke military. We have some guys at the top that talk it. but you couldn't convince them to be woke if you were screaming at them for 5 weeks. We took out 100% of the ISIS caliphate in 4 weeks. It was supposed to take 5 years. And I got to meet the real generals, and they are unbelievable. Our military is unbelievable. Remember it. Unbelievable. There's no woke. And all we're going to do is you go out, you get your degree, you work hard, you're going to see a different country. We have to get elected. If we don't get elected, I don't know what's going to happen to our country. I just don't know. They're so bad. And normally I wouldn't say that. I'd say, well, they're working.
He probably asked that question because he didn't get his loans paid off.
Beyond Democrats. When I used to say to Sean on his show, I'd say our country, Sean, will never be a socialist country. And it won't. It'll be a communist country. They skipped socialism. We cannot let this happen to our country, because if it does happen, we'll never be able to come back. We'll never be able to make a comeback from it. So we're going to have a big election. This is Pennsylvania, a very important, the Commonwealth. You never want to call it a state, the Commonwealth. If you ever call it a state, I've seen their political career ruined by saying the state of Pennsylvania. No, you never want to call it a state. Now, I'll tell you how dishonest they are. They'll take that one little statement where I said the state of Pennsylvania, and they'll play it, the state of Pennsylvania. They'll cut it. Well, let me just, because they're fake. And one thing we should say, not him and not Fox, and we have a couple of others out there that are good, but the biggest, a great enemy to this country is the fake news media. It's a big, big enemy. And they have to change their ways. The biggest, a great enemy to this country is the fake news media. It's a big, big enemy.
It's funny that he mentions fake news media, yet Fox News was trashing him a couple weeks ago and he went in on them. But now he's sitting with Clanity. Hey, if the fake news media was so bad, sir, you would have been doing all your stuff and all your appearances with independent media. You would have built up that industry. You would have been doing podcasts. You would have been doing YouTube interviews. You would have been on Rumble giving exclusives just to build it up. Because you got the Ku Klux Klan over there on X. They would have boosted your shit. But you didn't want to do that. Okay. You didn't want to do that. By the way, that dude from before, Mr. Spring Lake, New Jersey, we found out how he began some of that woke punani. We found out the move.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
Why? Tell me what you really want all night.
No want the bananas if I make my name.
Me want the body, him want the punani. I mean, know it nice. So.
When the girls start to strut, you could look at their butt. You shouldn't do that. The girl dress is just as pretty, not just there to cover her kitty.
When me a fling it up, you better know to back it up. When me a dash it up, make sure you black it up.
He got all the woke punani as soon as he puts that in. He plays that on his iPhone, all the woke punani out there. Moleens, your question will be answered like this. He said he's going to close the border. I think that's the number one thing that attracted those people you mentioned. He's going to close the border. I don't trust him. But maybe he'll do it the second time around. Who knows? This is why I tell y'all to focus on Congress, because Congress has the money to close it. They have the money for CPB. They have the money for ICE. Get the right Congress in there that's going to ride with ICE. Damn what everybody else says. And you get it. Hey, Haitians, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you before I get up out of here. Did I not tell, I said this last night, did I not tell y'all 2 years ago they were going to make y'all the face of the immigration problem? I said this. When y'all got when your people got their ass kicked down there in Del Rio, this ain't no shade on y'all. I'm just letting y'all understand the progression. Since y'all wanted to play around and talk shit about other people, I told y'all this was going to happen. They were going to make a black face, specifically the Haitians, the face of the immigration problem. Now, all of a sudden, they dropping lies on you. They've got a vice presidential candidate dropping lies on you. Alleged lies, I should say. Alleged, because we don't know if it's true or not. But just the implication that it's y'all. Everybody's running around saying it was the Haitians. That would normally be true DSB, but here's the problem. If there's money to be made, they will switch ideologies. I've taught y'all that, and you've seen it happen in real time. Remember, Democrats were all about, defund the police and all this bullshit. What happened at that State of the Union? Biden said to refund them 4 times. Everybody in there got up. Command me talking about fixing the police. Yes, we know she was a lawyer, so she's basically a cop, but Ketanji Brown Jackson is a Democrat, and now they're profiling her outside. That biblical crime bill is coming. Haitians. This is why you should have not been knocking FBA and ADOS and the Freedmen. You should have been getting with B1 and figuring out how to move this country forward if you're going to stay here. You got that cocksucker on there, that Haitian dude who was sitting in the car with the white wife talking about how bad Black Americans are. Stupid. If they get their way, your ass getting deported. Mass exodus. You see what they do with them Haitians in Florida when they come off the boats. They send their ass right back. But them Cubans down the block, they come out of them boats. They give them the Cuban soul brother handshake and give them a job and a little bit of money to get on their feet. And some ESL classes. Then give it about 5 years. They're running a successful sandwich business or a successful car detailing business, and they making bank. What do they do with y'all? They gun y'all down in the streets, just like every other Black person, and make y'all the face of the crime in Miami. All of a sudden, Cuban gangs don't exist. Venezuelan gangs don't exist. Ecuadorian gangs down there don't exist. It's the Zoe Pounders. They're the ones doing all the crime. It's even gotten so bad, the goddamn Hollywood be clowning y'all. They make all the Latino gangs and the Asian gangs, they make them they make them on the level of the Yakuza and the Triads. They get to them Haitian gangs and Jamaican gangs, they look unorganized. They look tribal. They look animalistic. Tell me the last time they made a Haitian gang the leader, nice house, they chilling, they kids in the private schools, they assimilated into American lifestyle. You don't see that. The viral picture seen around the world, a quote-unquote Haitian holding a goddamn chicken or turkey or whatever the hell it was, walking down the street. Got white people going in on him. No context. All because somebody wrote in a caption, Haitian. Because one of y'all didn't slap the Clintons one time. But all right. But of course, when I say something, then I'm wrong, right? It's just a Jamaican. Y'all don't like Haitians. Okay. Which one of your Haitian people was saying something about this? And don't give me that radio station in New York, because don't nobody really listen to it except y'all. Who's been on internet airways telling y'all Haitians, stop knocking Black Americans, stop knocking Jamaicans, and get outside and stand with us? Y'all are about to become the reason why that crime bill passes. It ain't going to be the Venezuelans. Y'all can hold me to this. I guarantee you, I give it a few weeks. They ain't gonna say Venezuelan no more. They're gonna say South American. They ain't gonna be able to differentiate who they are. You watch what I tell you. It's sexy now to say Venezuelan. Pretty soon they're gonna start writing articles saying South American gangs. But there ain't gonna be no ambiguity when it comes to Haitians. They're not gonna say Caribbean gangs. I need y'all to wake up. But that's okay. Y'all want to show me something? Haiti and the Haitians, go stand with Tyreek Hill in Miami. Show me something. The white supremacists already out there crafting their own narratives. Talking about the boy should have obeyed. Someone who just signed a massive contract, legacy money, they said he should have obeyed. Charlie Kirk just wrote this stupid ass tweet 14 hours ago. Turn off your car, roll down the window, keep your hands on the wheel, obey the officer's command. If you don't, they will assume you're about to attack them. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. If they can do this to an NFL star, what are they going to do to you? What are they going to do to us? All right. They out there making memes on y'all, talking about y'all eating people's pets. You think I'm like, look, white people. Soon as that video dropped, everybody on it. It was his fault. Look, he had to go on CNN. They tried to buck break him on CNN. Y'all should have been outside. There should have been a protest in his name. All the Haitian flags outside. I know he ain't Haitian. You know what I mean? All the Black diaspora should have been outside in Miami. Look, here we go. Look, the pet Negro. Look. All right. That punk ass couldn't say nothing about his sister getting demonetized. He waited for this body cam to come in so he could go do videos. Uh-huh. Okay. Wait, this might be a Haitian person that put up the video. Wait a minute. Let me see. That might be a Haitian person. Okay, y'all might got one. Get to this man. They say he was doing 100. Why is this not? That's 100? And I know this. Now, how's he gonna do 100 in traffic? I'm just trying to figure that out. How the hell could he do 100 with all this traffic on a Sunday? If he was doing 100, you wouldn't have called him.
I'll start speeding. Move forward.
But all right. Let them craft narratives. Okay. See, look, number of white accounts. Look at all these white accounts. Wait, Zeke, the actual fake, no, I shouldn't say he's a fake cop. He actually had a respectable take. Huh. Here we go. But there's always a but. I was about to give him credit, but there's a but. Never mind. Screw him. Stephen A. Smith trying to play black. Okay, you got it, brother. This is what I'm talking about. He say he a cop, but there's no law that says you have to keep your window down. But all right. White account. See, there's a black one. Okay, he was for him. There's Bishop. Now, Torian, this one might be good for you, brother. I'm finna send you this. One of these punk ass streamers always talking shit about black people. But there's the, that's the gist of it. But this is the same dude they keep telling me go vote for because he's gonna save America, but he want to give qualified immunity to them cops. Full immunity so they can do their job. But all right, you got it. I will see y'all in about 11 hours. Well, 10 hours. We're gonna have fun with this debate. We're gonna have some fun. Might even start a little bit earlier. I'll probably start at 8. Anyway, hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I try to be better next time, which ain't that far away. So enjoy the rest of your day. Be productive. Be safe. Take care. Stay safe. Because I got to say it again, especially what we just saw. And you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.
Wait around. Yep. Smart. Yeet and get out.
Time's up. But did we have a good time here? Hello?
At the end of the day got to end.
Get your money up, not your funny up. Big fucking move.
That's it.